What's going on, guys? It's Marcus back with another video. Now, I've had my iPad Pro for about, I would say about 6 days. I actually unboxed it on camera for you guys, so the video will be probably up here in the corner for you guys to click on. But today, I want to talk about the 5 things that I love about my new iPad Pro. Now, this is the 11-inch model right here with the white keyboard case and the second generation Apple Pencil. Now, just for a disclaimer, this is also the 2021 M1 11-inch iPad Pro, okay? So let's start with number 1 and let's talk about the design. Now, the iPad Pro 11-inch is one of the most gorgeous pieces of technology that I've held in my hands since forever. I mean, this thing is crazy thin. It feels like a slab of glass. Like, it's pretty insane how this feels. But it's beautiful. The cameras on the back of it. Now, I do not recommend taking videos or taking pictures with the iPad. Please don't do that. But at least the cameras are good enough for you to take some decent quality videos and photographs if you really need to. But if you have an iPhone, just use that. The Face ID system on here is incredible. It is fast. It is just simply magnificent. Like, I love this thing. Now, it's super fast. Like, it's great. The second thing that I like about the iPad Pro is the speed. Now, I had the iPad 6th generation from 2018. Now, that one was just like a base level iPad. I had the first generation Apple Pencil with it. So going from the iPad 6th generation to the iPad Pro 2021 M1 edition was a completely night and day difference, okay? Like, this thing is incredible. It is fast. I can literally have multiple things open at one time and it will not close them out for hours. Like, it literally just sits in the RAM. Now, this one, because it has the M1 processor, I have the 256 gigabyte model. This one has 8 gigabytes of RAM, but that is plenty enough for what I do. I also do some video editing and some photo editing, but it's just blazing fast. Like, as of right now, I have not had any hiccups, no stutters, no nothing. Now, let's go on to number 3, the second generation Apple Pencil. This thing is pretty phenomenal. It is crazy fast to write with. It's just freaking ridiculously fast. Like, I can literally, if I was still in school, I did just graduate, but if I was in school, I would like literally use this as a note-taking device. And it's just so phenomenally fast. There is like zero latency at all. And I love the charging method too. So with the first generation Apple Pencil, you had to plug it into the bottom of the iPad. Like, it was just really not intuitive, like, at all. But with the second generation, it literally just pops on like that. Just pops on like that, and boom, it's charging. Like, that's really, it's ridiculous to me. It has a really strong magnets too, so if you put it in a bag or something like that, it will not fall out or come off or nothing like that. I've had this in my book bag for the past couple of days, had no problems at all. It never came off of the iPad at all, so it's pretty strong. The fourth thing that I love about my iPad Pro is the Magic Keyboard. Now, for my previous iPad, I bought some off-the-wall regular keyboard case that was like $40 from Walmart. But this one is simply incredible. Magic Keyboard for the iPad Pro is simply, it's a no-brainer. Like, I would not buy another keyboard case for this thing at all if it's not Apple's. Like, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous. Disclaimer, I did not want this color because, as you can see, it now has some smudges and stuff on this. So, but it does come off with alcohol and water. But other than that, I mean, the keys feel magnificent. It's simple. The trackpad feels really good. Little party trick is also magnetized too. So you can just literally throw the iPad right on just like that and it stays on. And this thing will not come off. But when you close it up, it's magnetic and it feels incredible right here. The fifth thing that I love about the iPad Pro is the portability. Now, yes, this particular iPad is bigger than my last iPad. You know, the other one I have like 9.7 inches. This one is 11. So it was a whole inch bigger on the diagonal, but it is simply crazy portable. Like, I just graduated college, but I would rather use this and take it to class and just write notes and, you know, type my notes if I have to, rather than taking my MacBook. I have a MacBook 13-inch, MacBook Pro 13-inch that I bought a year ago, so it's newer. But this one right here is simply way more portable because it's easier to handle. It fits really good on my book bag. I don't have to worry about it being scratched up because I have it in a protective case. Like, it's really, really, really good. Here's one thing that I simply hate though about the iPad Pro and the Magic Keyboard combination. It is so hard to open this thing. Like, it's really hard. Like, watch. I had to use two hands to open this. Like, it's not really intuitive. So if I'm like in a rush, like I'm late to class, something like that, I gotta like really get this thing going. And I'm afraid that I might scratch up the spine of this. You know, I feel like in a year or so, this thing's gonna be crazy, crazy messed up and scratched up. But I wish this thing is incredibly stiff. And that's the only problem with this keyboard case. It's just very stiff to open. And I do understand why it's stiff to open because it needs to be durable, but at the same time though, I wish it was just a little bit more loose. And I think over time, the more I open it, the more I, you know, do my thing with this, it'll probably get a little more loose. But other than that, this is just one thing that I hate about the iPad Pro and the Magic Keyboard combination. It's just a little bit too hard to open. Now, this is just my impressions right now and my 5 things that I like and I don't like about the iPad Pro. I will have a full review coming in just a couple of weeks or so. I don't normally do the 1 week review or the 2 week review. I normally give my products enough time to grow on me. I can really put it to its paces, do some video editing. Not only that, but WWDC is next week. So who knows how the software is going to be with the iPad and what improvements or what new features we may have with the iPads coming with the new software update of iPad OS 15. All right. But other than that, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. I'm Marcus, and you guys please have a really good one.